Sella. Would you like us to sit or stand or?
Whatever you like. Let us pray. God of wisdom, guide our elected officials as they consider issues for the welfare of our community. God of peace, guide and protect those responsible for our good order and peace, police, firemen, other public workers. God of justice, guide our judges and those responsible for administering the law to be fair and just. And God of this world, guide us all to work together for the common good of our community. We ask this through Christ our Lord.
Amen.
Bishop Sella, thank you very much, sir. Jody missing her resolutions. Maybe Tara can have Tracy bring them in. Okay. I don't know if we have the dog today because we're under new management there.
There you go.
No public.
They all got it done.
Say that? I want to make a motion that we approve the minutes of the meeting of February 2013. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
The minutes are approved.
Okay, reports. Yeah.
Okay. Under reports, tax receiver, total tax collection to date as of February 20th, 2013, $68,286,706.21. For tax receiver, total tax collection to date as of February 28th, 2013, $68,508,293.15. For the building department, their monthly report for February was $60,066.50. Town clerk monthly report for February, $12,016.05. Sewer district submitted their discharge monitoring report for January. Police department submitted their monthly report for January. We had a report from the Concordia Senior Community at Riverhead, analysis of affordability issues. Under applications, under special permits, there were two. One from Hampton Jitney to construct a terminal and maintenance facility at Edwards Avenue in Calverton, and another from Jake Wottrell for retail and warehouse for lumber liquidators at Cromer Avenue in Riverhead. There was also a special event application submitted for St. Isidore's School to have a car show. And that's it.
Well, the building department is really
We're working.
working there.
Tara, can we remind our department heads they're supposed to come specially to an afternoon meeting? I can understand sometimes the chief of police is always here,
He's waving.
but the department heads are supposed to come to the meetings in case we have questions of them. Or the staff has, or the residents have questions. All right, any town board report, committee reports?
I just want to mention that Councilman Dunleavy and myself were out at the ball fields this morning, and we met with the engineers, and those things look great. A little raking and grass seed left, and they're finished, and we're looking at an opening date of probably the end of April, trying to coordinate with Little League. So this is, everybody in this town board's going to be proud of themselves, because we basically took over an abandoned project, and we got it done. So I want to thank my colleagues on the board.
Good, I look forward to
Input.
seeing it.
Yes.
All right, no other committee reports?
You know what, I can say that thank you, everybody. We had 20 bikes for the bike rodeo that are being rehabilitated at Twin Forks Bicycles, and Cornell Creating Healthy Places is buying new helmets. There's an essay contest that's out at the schools right now for grades 5 through 9, and the Alternative Transportation Committee will be evaluating those essays, and those bikes will be awarded to the winners on our Bike Safety Day at Stosky Park on May 4th.
All right, good. That's it?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you want to mention that?
I just want to say one thing. The theater, Suffolk Theater opening on Saturday. If anybody didn't go, they missed a great opportunity. It was a reflection on 1930s and 1940s, and it was a great time. And I tell you what, if you ever get by the theater at night and you want to go and just look around, because they're going to be open every night for a show. Like tonight they have a
You
show.
gotta buy a ticket before you
You gotta
go around.
show. Well, you can buy an $8 ticket, like tonight, to see a movie. But it's really a good opportunity. They're all going to be a focal point for Main Street and the whole east end of Long Island.
The
So
linchpin.
I want to thank the Castaldi's for,
Just to,
doing the work that they did.
I agree with you. I'm just glad that some of my clothes came back in fashion.
Wait, you have spats?
I do have spats.
I gotta make them the cowboy boot version for me. All right, if that's it, then I guess we'll take comments on resolutions. Morning, afternoon, Sal.
Sal Mastropolo, Calverton. Resolution 176. Is this paperwork to clean up something that was done already, or do the dates have to be changed?
No, ratified.
To ratify the action as taken.
We signed off at it at a work session. We have a new procedure, and some of the department heads were a little slow in getting the resolutions in. We don't take resolutions that come after 4:30 on Friday, and this construction contract, it's an annual contract. They didn't get it in, so the board did sign off on it to get it published.
Okay, so it's catch-up paperwork.
Yeah, it's a deliverables contract, so if we don't order anything, it doesn't cost us anything.
All right,
And the same
resolution,
with the one after it.
right, Resolution 186. Rule number 2. I think it should read, special meeting shall meet at the call of the supervisor or by any of the members of the board, or by any 3 members of the board.
Right,
Only 3 members.
Yeah,
Any
because the
3.
way it just doesn't make sense.
right, or any 3, right, take the of there out,
Yeah, take out
Members, yep.
any of the,
right, of there, it's just any 3 more.
So just of the.
Rule number 7 should read prior to the introduction of resolutions.
Okay.
Rule number 9, the last sentence in A, it should be split the word maybe into 2 words.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep, absolutely. Maybe.
Resolution 187. First resolved on page 2, the second bullet, strike the last 4 words in the second bullet, and be it further. That should be deleted. And then the third resolved, the next to the last word in the sentence, strike the first letter. It should read, must be obtained and any tent installations.
Had a good week this week.
No,
I got here early today, so
So we really had some extra time.
yeah.
I don't know, I missed it.
Okay.
This one,
Did you catch it?
yeah.
Must be, where is it? Over here, okay.
Resolution 188, I just have a question. Does the plaintiff wind up paying legal fees if he loses?
No.
Court costs.
What's that? No.
Those court costs.
Court costs, which are
But there's,
nominal, no. Then we pay it. You pay it.
Resolution 206. First question I have is, does this property front on Route 25?
No, it's a flag lot.
It's a flag.
It's a long flagpole that runs to the west of the ball fields in Calverton. There's a ratty old gate you'll see open once in a while. That's it. That gate is not the gate opening. That dirt road is not the opening for the ball fields. It's for this.
So he's going to have to, is there a road there already?
There's a dirt
Yes,
road,
yes.
and he has to fence both sides with 4-foot fence, as I recall from the
Right,
site.
4% sense.
I don't know what the DOT is making them do. State DOT, to the entrance to 25, I don't know what they're doing.
And
Is he gonna be able to put a sign up on Route
On
25?
on our property. Yeah, they're gonna enter into a lease with us to put a sign, because they only have the flagpole. It was some sort of, it was the entrance to the parade grounds, right?
yes,
It wasn't.
But we own the
It is a
properties.
DOT curb cut.
we own the properties on either side of it, so we're getting an easement so we can cross. Whether it's a bicycle path, whatever, we have an easement
Okay.
to it.
Also, I noticed he went from a cable tow water skiing, canoeing, kayaking to a 6,000 square foot retail and storage building and a 49,000 square foot general purpose retail, office, restaurant.
This gentleman, one of the owners, sells water ski boats, so I would imagine that he is probably gonna have a showroom there for, I'm guessing, purely guessing.
Is the restaurant gonna be open to the public?
My guess would be to open anybody that's willing to pay. It's a little off the beaten path. It'll be a nice amenity though for when we're having the ball fields and the games and everything, because
Yeah,
it's
actually
in
true.
walking distance to our ball fields are within walking distance of this.
And I don't know how much sand he's gonna take to make these lakes out.
Well, he's already taken all the sand, hasn't he?
Now,
There is
he has to
taking
go
more.
down 30 foot, so that's a lot of sand gonna be moved out of there.
And the zoning allows the restaurant in there.
Yes, it's in conformance, or site plan is in conformance with the code. And I say yes, but as an attorney of me, I don't want to say yes without looking at the code, but that's what we understand, is that it meets it.
Okay. There's also several places in this particular resolution where you use the word shall issue rather than shall be issued. Is that by design, or is that just,
Somebody not writing correctly, probably.
Okay.
Show me where it is.
all right? First one is item number 15, towards the tail end of the first line. That's one place.
Shall be conditional upon,
That's right.
No,
should be conditioned upon the following.
no, well, that's in the conditions,
Right.
right? It says right in number 15, signature shall be conditional upon the following.
Oh, I see.
Right,
Shall
okay.
issue.
But it should be shall be issued,
Shall be issued. Yeah, of
Shall
course.
be issued until the township.
all right?
Yes, it
Then,
is.
in number 16, the
This
same
is-
thing.
This is written by Rick Hanley, so who knows, maybe he's got a special King's English we're not following.
Well, that's why I asked. I wasn't sure if
I
it
would
was
not-
legal verbiage or...
I would not write it that way. I
So
would
it's on
write it
schedule.
shall be issued, but I think the intent is there.
Yeah, it's like the first sentence in 16, the first sentence in 17, the first sentence in 18.
I think it's his style more than it is,
I like shall
and I'm
be.
not sure if it's grammatically incorrect, honestly. It doesn't sound the way I would write it.
Okay. That's it.
Thanks, Sal.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon, Dominique.
Hello, good afternoon. Dominique Mendez, Riverhead Neighborhood Preservation Coalition. And I'm not going to cry, although someone did leave. Someone's Kleenexes? I guess they think people start
I thought that was
crying
a
here.
pack of cigarettes or something.
No, I don't
Got it.
smoke either.
Expensive to leave around.
So I wanted to address, and which one did this turn out to be? Resolution 186. And to draw your attention to Rule 7. And in Rule 7 it says, no member of the public shall engage in any demonstration, booing, hand clapping, or otherwise disrupt the formality of a town board meeting. I think that goes a little far to kind of restrict what's kind of free expression and free speech. For example, hand clapping. I remember sitting here when you guys approved the North Fork Preserve, some money for that. People clapped. I don't think you
I don't-
objected to it.
I don't think anybody's going to object. This was actually, that particular statement was taken from the town of Henrietta. None of this was written per se by the town of Riverhead. These were adopted from some model rules and some other towns.
Oh, that may be the case. I just wanted to draw your attention because I didn't think that was really appropriate. And I did check, and it seems like that isn't standard. Most towns don't go this far and as being that restrictive. And I thought, booing, I understood where you want people to be respectful, and booing is not respectful. I've never seen hand clapping here, and I've been, as you know,
Okay.
to many, many meetings.
I think we could just take that out.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
Number
Great,
7.
I agree.
We can take the hand clapping
You
out,
know,
I mean, that's not that big a
The
deal.
problem we have is that if the speaker gets up there and one speaker, they clap, then the next speaker gets up and they clap after the next speaker, it's just a lot of,
Trying to keep some kind of,
we're trying to keep some
Order.
kind of order.
it's kind of an order thing, yeah.
So, you know.
And if
People
somebody
have- they
clap,
clap.
nobody's
But
gonna
have,
have a reaction.
but have you ever seen them clap for long times that really delay a meeting? It's usually very, very brief.
I see
I-
this as more of a,
And
where
very, very rare.
Right, and very rare.
where if somebody was up speaking and someone was in favor of it, then they're gonna clap, and the other people are gonna boo, and we're gonna have booing and clapping at the same time, and it's just, it doesn't provide for an orderly meeting, and I think that that's what the supervisor's hopes were for adopting these rules and procedures, is to have order during
Right.
the meetings.
I think there
So
should be
just-
order.
Found that George gave me.
With the booing
my
and the
office,
clapping at the
waiting.
same time, because
If
I've
it's gotta
seen people
pass
get up
first.
and speak, and then someone boo, and then I've seen people clap, and it's,
Right.
so, I
But
think
people
that was the
clap-
intention.
I'm okay taking hand clapping.
Yeah,
out.
We
I
can
think
take
people
hand
clap at
clapping
all
out.
different times, and most of the times it's
Hand
positive.
clapping's out.
Great.
We like hand clapping.
Why don't you
And,
just say engage in demonstration?
And
or
any demonstration, I think,
disrespectful?
Yeah, they
is a
really-
little broad, any demonstration. Now, when we did come once, okay, so people had 8.5 by 11s, and it said like vote no or something. They weren't holding them, it wasn't on a sign, it was a regular like piece of paper, and they could just hold it up at a time, they were holding it up here. Was it disruptive? I don't see how it was disruptive. I agree that you don't want people in here picketing, screaming, we would never do that. I don't think that's appropriate to be done in here, but there's a difference between that and maybe having something like that 8.5 by 11 that just is kind of just communicating to you, because truthfully, not everyone's comfortable coming up to the podium. Most people aren't, and so these are the
we
ways
could-
that they can express
We
themselves.
could make it disruptive demonstration.
Right.
Or disrespectful?
Yes.
Or
If they,
just,
when they get out of hand and
disruptive.
disruptive, I
We'll
We'll
agree.
just put
Disrupt is in there.
Yeah, but
Shall engage in
afterwards.
any demonstration
No,
that would
No.
otherwise disrupt the formality.
I agree,
of the
Sean,
meeting.
that's disruptive demonstration
Disrupt-
there.
I say
We wanna-
disruptive or disrespectful behavior.
I
Yeah.
would just put
Otherwise-
disruptive, because what's,
Right, that would be out of hand if it came to.
Right.
Okay.
So that people can express
Oh,
themselves,
yeah, you
but
can
that
come
it
with
doesn't
your
get.
sign and say, you know,
Yeah, again, it's a
Vote for
small,
me.
it shouldn't be some big thing that obstructs people's views.
that would
It's
be
got to be.
disruptive.
right.
Yeah, that would
right.
be
I just think
disruptive, I
someone
agree.
from behind you is getting that in front of them, right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank
That's
you.
it. Thank you very much.
See whether we can live within them. Don't clap. We're taking we're putting a disruptive demonstration and taking out hand clapping. Yes, booing is staying. We don't want you booing. That's disruptive.
Mr. Bale.
Sid Bale,
Bell,
President, Wading River Civic. Resolution 171, 2013, Wading River Dredging Project Budget Adjustment. I just want to say that I think the supervisor's efforts and the rest of the town board to kind of help the people out in Creek Road are greatly appreciated in the community. It's a difficult situation. I know a lot of those people are kind of nervously looking at the weather forecast, for tomorrow, as probably as town officials are.
this just in, I got off the phone, and you can report back, the people will hear this, with the town engineer. We're hoping to get the modification to do the dredge by the end of March. So that's the game plan. We'll be able to take out 7,000 cubic yards, which is not a lot,
Right.
but it'll help some of the homes as far as we can go down, we'll go down.
That's good news, but I guess, and you've acknowledged this, and the real challenge, I think, is to look into the future and to see how best to deal with this situation in the future, because there aren't a lot of good, easy solutions to this problem. And I know you've been looking into some of those.
Yeah, if you do an engineered beach, you have a couple problems, and I've heard some conflicting information, but I think the chief explained this to me the best. If the federal government puts sand up on these parcels, then the public has an right of access on the parcels, and
Is that controversial?
you think?
I think the best solution would be to redirect it back to where original mouth was.
Right.
We have an application.
That's the best solution.
We have an application, not an application, it's more of a letter request. National Grid is evaluating that, they've been evaluating it for about 18 months, but we had a meeting with the DEC, National Grid, and LIPA about redirecting the creek back out to its, putting it through the jetties at the Shoreham Nuclear Power Plant. And they are still processing, National Grid is still, it's going slowly through their chains, and every once in a while I get an email and say, oh, this one looked at it's going to the next step. So that's been my goal, and whether I can ever get National Grid to do it or not, I don't know. But that's the goal.
Well, that's somewhat encouraging, and 6 months from now, I'll ask you for an update.
That's the best
Yes.
resolution to this.
Yeah.
That's where it started, and it should go back there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else wish to be heard on resolutions? Not seeing anybody. Diane?
Sure. Resolution 170.
Brownfield Opportunities Area Program, budget adoption, so moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 171.
The 2013 Wading River Dredging Project budget adjustment, so moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 172.
Appoints director to Riverhead Business Improvement District Management Association. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
Welcome aboard, Isabel Gonzalez, to the Riverhead Business Improvement District Management Association.
Resolution 173.
Accepts gift from Jamesport Fire Department to be used for purchase of equipment to upgrade the electrical system at George Young Community Center and approves general fund budget adjustment related to receipt of the donated funds. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 174.
Appoints temporary secretary to the Board of Assessment Review, so moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 175.
This grants the excavation permit as provided by Chapter 62 of the Riverhead Town Code to Walmart, so moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 176.
Ratifies the authorization for the town clerk to post and publish the attached notice to bidders for the annual townwide construction contract. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 177.
Ratifies the authorization for the town clerk to publish and post the attached notice to bidders for the annual supply procurement contract. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 178.
Amends resolution number 140, so moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 179.
This classifies action on special permit of Hampton Jitney and calls for public hearing, so moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 180.
Classifies action, declares lead agency, and determines significance on special permit of Woolworth Revitalization LLC and calls public hearing. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 181.
Awards bid for heating fuel oil 2013. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded. Vote, please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
This is written wrong. It's not .095, it's 9.5. It's 9.5 cents.
It would be, this is, that's right.
That's right.
It's,
That's right.
It's point.
9.5 cents.
Yeah. You
This
need
is,
the
this
decimal.
is 95 tenths of a penny.
Right, you're saying move the, yeah, this is a good deal.
That's a good deal, it is.
The way it's
That's what I was
written.
just-
Huh?
That's what you said last time. 'Cause and I said, yeah, that's a really good deal. That's almost
Can we
right.
amend this?
Are you sure that's the number?
What is it?
No, it's 9.5.
It's 9.5,
It
that's
should be
right.
.95.
That's right.
All right, this says .095.
Yeah, that's right.
That's now.
Station, that's what you're saying.
Get rid of the cents behind the get rid of the cents behind the 5.
Right, there
It's
you
a
go.
dollar.
That's, yep,
Yeah.
Right, but,
got it.
So just the cents is.
Right, it's not .095 cents, it's .095
Just take-
dollars.
Right, so let's
Okay.
take the cents out.
And then it spells it out, 9 1/2 cents.
But are we
Right.
sure that it's 9.5 cents?
Well, you have to always go by written anyway.
Tara said yes, it's 9.5 cents.
9.5 cents.
Which
The
is-
other one was-
write it right.
The other
Right.
one was 25 cents and then one was 45 cents.
Right, one was 25, one was 45, so this
And this was
bid
nine and a
saved us
half
quite a
cents.
bit of money because we switched over
nine
from
and a half
companies
cents.
supplying it before.
Huh?
So it's 9.5 cents.
Cents.
Yep.
I don't know why we just didn't write 9.5
It
cents.
says 9.5
It's
cents.
9.5 after
No.
that.
Okay.
Are we
this is 9.5 cents over rack, is that?
Over rack.
Yes.
Right.
That's what it
Which is a
says.
very good price.
Over posting.
Yeah, it says it next
Yeah,
to it.
Yep,
Huh?
yep,
Okay.
yep. So it's 9.5 cents, that's what it's supposed to be?
Yep.
Okay.
Even the money man says so.
But that,
Okay.
it wasn't written
It
right.
wasn't written right.
Okay. All right, we're up to you,
Money
John.
man. Who wrote this
We're up to you.
resolution?
Is that a yes?
That's a yes.
Okay.
As
Came out of your
amended, yes, as
department, don't
amended.
they understand?
Okay, yes as amended. Walter?
Yes.
Yes. Resolution adopted.
A lot about nothing.
Resolution,
When you showed it to me, I was like, wow, that's really cheap.
Resolution
It's
182.
still cheap.
202B, final order improvements to facilities of Riverhead Sewer District to relocate existing sanitary sewer, 841 Old Country Road, Stop and Shop fuel activities. So moved. Facility, I mean. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 183.
Authorizes the town clerk to publish and post public notice of a public hearing to consider proposed local law for an amendment to Chapter 101, Vehicles and Traffic, of the Riverhead Town Code 101-7, turns, Elton Street and Roanoke Avenue. So moved.
And seconded.
We didn't get this,
Where did this
It
come
wasn't
from?
on Friday.
we didn't get this, what we discussed it numerous times.
Yeah, let's get in there.
Not
Well, it's
in our
moved
work
and
session
seconded,
packet.
So we got to,
Huh?
so you have to vote,
Moved and seconded. Now's the time.
wait a second.
unless the offerer withdraws it. I don't know, what is this about? I
This
don't
is
know why.
the, no, left turns at Elton and Roanoke
Call
Avenue.
for a public hearing to
It's
get
called for a
public
public
input,
hearing.
which is fine.
But this is like my 3-hour parking.
So why, so you're not gonna be able to make a left off Elton onto Roanoke anymore?
Right. That's what, we
Did this
discussed
come through
it,
traffic
we didn't-
committee?
Can we?
I think we should go back to a work session with
Table,
this.
yes.
Well, we either
who-
withdraw it, we have to vote on it now.
We didn't adopt the rules and
Well-
procedures yet.
Yes, but we can still do it. He can withdraw it,
So you
right?
can withdraw it, so we
You
can,
can say you want to withdraw it.
or
Make
you
a
can
motion to
vote on it,
withdraw.
it's gonna go down.
Is calling for a public hearing. When is the public hearing called for?
Well, my 3-hour one's calling for a public hearing
19.
too.
No, but I don't, why would we not?
This is something that was
Same
before the
purpose.
traffic committee 4 years ago. I'm surprised it took that long to get to the table.
No, it was discussed, but it wasn't discussed among us.
But I'd like to get a report from the traffic committee to the town board, so
What's
if you want,
discussed?
we'll vote, it's gonna go down, I think. Go ahead, Diane, call for the vote.
Okay,
Moved and
Giglio.
seconded, vote please.
No.
Yeah. Gabrielson.
Got to say no.
Wooten.
Go ahead, Jimmy, join the crowd.
Yes. Just to stay in bar step with my colleagues, yes.
Okay. Dunleavy.
No.
Walter.
No,
I would
The
like-
resolution is not
I love
adopted.
public hearings.
Resolution 184.
Authorize town clerk to publish and post public notice of, and public hearing to consider proposed local law for an amendment of
It's
chapter
revenue
101.
again, it's another regular revenue one.
Well, how did these
Why
get
don't
in?
you
They
vote
just-
to
Wait a
withdraw
second.
this? Why don't you make a motion to withdraw this?
No, wait,
John had gone to Laura and.
Oh, this is the one for the parking.
No, these are the two ones.
Yeah, this is the one for the parking.
it's good, John?
This is the parking on the east side of, the school, where the people are blocking the driveways of the homes there.
He would-
We
Well,
discussed it.
Everybody
we should
parks there.
discuss it, and did we?
Yeah, 'cause
We'll
everybody-
I don't
discuss it
remember
in the work
discussing
session.
this.
Okay.
No, it hasn't been moved or seconded.
No, it hasn't
so-
moved.
Hasn't been moved.
So he can withdraw it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a motion to withdraw resolution
Moved and,
184, so moved to
let's
withdraw.
get a second to withdraw that one.
Second.
Moved in second as to withdraw it, so we can put it on for work session to discuss.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
What?
Go ahead, Jim.
We're trying to treat everybody the
That's
same.
not an
Hey, we're trying to see.
We'll withdraw it.
That's a yes.
That's a
I
yes.
guess.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
That's time to
Walter.
ask for it.
Yes.
The resolution has been withdrawn.
Just because we have this 4:30 rule doesn't mean everybody can shoot to the clerk's office with resolutions. No.
That's it.
The other part of that
See?
4:30 rule, if it wasn't on work session, it has to come, in our new rules, it says that.
It has
that
to be distributed by
the
the board
person
members.
has to distribute it to us.
To us, right. Right.
That's right. I'm gonna wear that crown with such pride.
We haven't voted on that yet, though.
Okay, resolution 185.
Adopts a local law to amend chapter 108 of the Town Code of the Town of Riverhead entitled Zoning, Site Plan Review, Contents of Application. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
Stop that.
Don't be disruptive.
Resolution 186.
Adopts rules and procedures for the town board of the town of Riverhead. So moved. As amended.
Right.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
No.
Dunleavy.
I'm gonna, even though I don't like the amendments, I'm gonna vote yes. For the rest of it. We can talk about the amendments at the work session.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 187.
Bob, you better commit these to memory, because I'm sure there's gonna be lots of questions.
Approves Chapter 90 application of the Alzheimer's Disease Resource Center Incorporated for Walk to End Alzheimer's Disease on August 24th, 2013, as amended. So moved.
And seconded?
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
Maybe we should have like a CLE class on the new rules for our participants.
Put it on a poster board on
Yeah.
the wall.
That's a good idea. Resolution 188.
I know what they are. Authorize the law firm of Smith, Finkelstein, Lundberg, Eisler, and Yakubowski LLP to act as special counsel and authorize the supervisor to execute a retaining agreement with attainment agreement, and that's Nightland, Inc. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 189.
Authorizes the supervisor to execute an agreement with National Association of Drug-Free Employees. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
I don't know. Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 190.
Awards bid for Gatsby 45 actuarial services for the town of Riverhead. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 191.
This awards a bid for a Type 3 ambulance for the Riverhead Ambulance District. So moved.
And seconded?
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
Congratulations, Bruce, getting a new ambulance.
Resolution 192.
Authorize supervisor to execute a data sharing GIS agreement with New York State. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 193.
Grants excavation permit as provided by Chapter 62 of the Riverhead Town Code to North Hill Commerce Park Associates, LLC. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 194.
Releases maintenance security of Osborne Acres LLC in conjunction with the subdivision entitled Osborne Acres, 1-year maintenance security. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 195.
Authorizes the law firm of Smith, Finkelstein, Lumberg, Eisler, and Yakubowski LLP to act as special counsel and authorizes supervisor to execute a retainer agreement. Constance Partridge. So moved.
And seconded?
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 196.
Extends bid contract for well and pump testing for the Riverhead Water District. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 197.
Extends bid for dry hydrated lime calcium hydroxide for Riverhead Water District. So moved.
And second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 198.
Terminates a probationary employee. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Just want to clarify, we didn't terminate the employee, we just let her go. So, yes.
Dunleavy.
What's the difference? Yes. Terminate somebody.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 199.
And it's no reflection on the employee, she did an outstanding
She
job.
did.
But this was with the animal shelter and
199, appoints an assistant recreation leader to the recreation department. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 200.
Authorize Supreme Court action against the owners, tenants, occupants, and mortgagees of premises located at 162 Founder's Path, Bating Hollow, New York. That's the town of Riverhead versus Laferno. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 201.
Authorizes Supreme Court action against the owners, tenants, occupants, and mortgagees of premises located at 331 Hamilton Avenue, Riverhead, New York, 303 Rayner Avenue, Riverhead, New York, 368 Sweezy Avenue, Riverhead, New York, 379 Sweezy Avenue, Riverhead, New York. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
This is in coordination with our efforts to look into overcrowded housing, so yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 202.
General fund budget adjustment. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 203.
This reappoints a temporary groundskeeper 1. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 204.
Terminates part-time kennel attendants. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
I thought that Louis Pasentino had resigned, but yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 205.
Authorizes publication of a help wanted advertisement regarding attendance at Suffolk County Police Academy. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yeah, this is for anybody who wants to be a part-time police officer. You have to pay for your own self to go to the police academy in your own time. But it's a good move for someone who wants a summer job as a police officer within the town of Riverhead or anywhere within Suffolk County or New York State. So I vote yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 206.
Approved site plan of Island Water Park. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
I'll abstain. I represented him for 3 months, 4 years ago.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 207.
Motion to pay bills. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Voted for you. Yes, yes.
Walter, yes. Resolution adopted.
Okay, now we take comments on, general comments. Sid Bell?
Sid Bale, Wading River Civic. A few months ago, I was approached by someone from the Wading River business community, and they asked me why one business was permitted to operate on a 24-hour business operation where the general understanding that's not the case in Wading River. And, you know, and working with the business community over the last 20, 25 years in Wading River, they have been extremely cooperative. And,
Can I?
yes.
I'm going to put this back on for executive session. Wasn't in that part of the executive session, so I'd like the opportunity to talk to the board a little more closely.
All right. I just wanted to know,
Yeah,
because I hadn't heard anything, and, you know, that there is some substance.
Well, they're in our justice court.
Yeah.
And last time we spoke about it, we usually let it go through justice court before we give anything to Supreme Court, and it's still in our justice court now, so.
All right. Thank you for the update.
Okay, but that's where they are right now.
Unfortunately, I was on my hunt to talk to the governor, and I got to speak to the governor that time. Actually, it was very nice.
But he's a Democrat, isn't he?
It was a very interesting, I think I was the sole Republican in the governor's presentation, and you know where they sat me? Front and center.
Really?
Oh, yeah, they were watching.
Richie Schaefer, he's laughing at me, he's saying, oh, the standing ovations, and Richie's like, come on, get up. It's good. Governor's doing a good job. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Steve Romano, Riverhead.
How you doing, Steve?
Good. About 3 months ago, I believe at the December meeting, I approached the board in reference to the fire alarm code law, and I thought that it was an illogical and unfair law, especially how it applied to our condominium. At that meeting, with the exception of Councilman Dunleavy, it seemed to me, or the impression I was left with, that the rest of the board was in agreement with me, and we would not have to pay the permit fee. It wasn't really apt for our situation.
Yep.
Lo and behold, 3 weeks ago, I get a call from Dan McCormick. Why didn't we pay the bill?
Can we just address Bob?
Just,
Can we have Dan put this on for work session? Because I think we, as a board, wanted to amend that code, and I thought Dan knew that.
We drafted it.
Well,
Bob.
I don't think we came away with that impression, that we wanted to revisit the code and change the codification on
No,
that.
we discussed it, and we said that we were gonna waive the fee, the $25 fee for not-for-profits that weren't connected to Central's.
Well, you know,
Service.
a police officer and a fireman can get just as injured going to a false alarm for
No,
the
these are-
audible alarm
These
It's
are,
not a
as they
false
can.
alarm, it's not
It
connected
is
to
a false
Central
alarm.
Station.
That doesn't have to be. A false alarm can be anything. When they go there, then there's no reason to go there.
okay. I don't want to have the conversation here. Steve,
Okay.
it'll be on work session, I don't know, this week, maybe next week. Come,
Oh, okay, so I'll
Thursday.
hold off paying,
Hold
because
on.
I was almost at the point where I said, let me just cut the check, but it's still, I was
Bob,
left,
have
yeah.
Dan come in. I don't know if it's gonna be this week. I'm trying to keep an abbreviated work session for Thursday, just in case we really do get a big snowstorm. It may be on for the next week, but ask Dan to come talk
But
to
I
the
think the
board.
filing
about that.
fee is probably, it's good to have a database, just in case a police officer's driving by, or a neighbor calls that there's alarm going on at that, whether it's, whatever the alarm's going on for whatever reason, and the police responds, and it at least gives creates a database of who to contact, or who may be the first person to contact to come and reset it, or, it's more than just
If-
filing, it's an information.
Let's debate it
I
at
mean,
work
it's only
session.
$25.
Let's
And
debate
then
it at
next
work
year it goes
session.
down to $10.
Well, when you have the work session,
You wanna know?
yeah, I mean, am I allowed to
Could
attend?
you give Tara, yeah, of course, work sessions are
Yeah.
every Thursday,
Yeah.
10, 9:30, 10 o'clock.
I mean, I understand what John is talking about, but it still seems, again, unfair because you're only doing it for commercial. I mean, you could, suppose, John, and maybe let's leave it for work session, because I think of so many scenarios where it becomes illogical and unfair. So,
Well-
again, let's leave it for that.
That's-
It is, but you know, it can happen, you're talking about yourself, but on Main Street, if they have an audible alarm on Main Street, and a passerby calls, and the police go down there and they have an accident, they can have an accident going to a false alarm. So, you're talking about one condominium complex, I'm talking about all of the town of Riverhead, and all fire departments in the town of Riverhead, and the police department was in the town of Riverhead. So if you wanna be exempt, then we can talk about that.
Yes.
But I don't
well,
think, personally, I don't think everybody should be exempt.
No, that's why I want to discuss it at work session where we can have Dan McCormick, the author, I think, of this statute, or one of the authors of this statute, talk to us intelligently.
All right, so I'm not going to get in trouble because, by the way, there was a $10 late fee, which was really saying, are they kidding me? But
Well,
Hey,
that's a game stopper.
Can,
Yeah.
Steve, just give Tara your phone number, so
Okay.
we'll try to coordinate it when you can come to yell at us at the work
Nah,
session.
it's,
Next month, the late fee gets triple damages. So.
You have to wait till it
We
gets
take
beyond
you-
that penalty phase.
And then they would take your car away.
yeah.
90 days imprisonment.
Just when you brought up the snowstorm, I wasn't here for the last meeting. Kudos to George Woodson, his staff. They did a fantastic job. I have a question. I don't know if the board knows. Based on Sandy, the blizzard, does anybody know really what his emergency snow plowing balance is? I would assume he's just.
Sandy was last year, and my financial administrator went out. Do we know what the cost, Dave? We're still waiting on that cost, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're still waiting for that cost. We're late on getting that cost, aren't we? In overtime and supplies? So you would, if it's 150 in overtime, we're 50,000 over budget.
Yeah, tough one. I had another question in regards to the Polo proposal that Jim had spoken about. Has the town actually had just to sit down to get a preliminary idea with the entire board of what they're proposing and what they're offering?
They've reached out to the board, but I think right now, we're so close to that subdivision map that would be inclusive of just about anything we wanted to put there. And that seems to be more of a priority at this point, to make sure that we don't want to upset that apple cart at this point after 15 years.
Well, why would you upset it if you just met with them? You know,
Well, what
just,
happens
Oh, no,
is
they've been
we're
around for a while.
studying, when we, soon we believe that the map will be ready to go for the town to do the coordinated review, and hopefully we can be declared we'll declare lead agency, hopefully we'll become the lead agent. When we go through the environmental impact statement process, we're gonna study the commercial industrial subdivision, the Polo subdivision, and no action alternative. So you don't just do one, you're supposed to have alternatives, so we have two vastly different alternatives, and both will be studied. At the end of the impact statement, there may be some changes to the subdivision map for either one of the alternatives. But it will be studied just like the commercial industrial will. And that environmental impact statement is going to take the better part of 12 months.
can I assume then that the board's thinking is that the subdivision with the 38 or 40 lots, whatever this thing comes out to, will be well over the 40 million that the proposed Polo offer is? Because it would have to be for you guys to continue down that
One doesn't
roadway.
preclude the other.
No, what I'm saying is if Polo's offering 40 million,
Yeah.
you would have to assume that when you subdivide, those lots are going to be worth at least 50 million. Otherwise, why wouldn't you take the deal for the 40 million? Oh, my
But there's
God.
no, it doesn't, see, to go, and to try to go to contract with Polo now, it's better to get the environmental analysis done of both Polo and the commercial industrial. And the reason I say that is the town wants to be in a position where we say, we're ready to close. You enter this contract, you close in 6 months. If you enter into a contract with Polo now, it's going to be subject to the environmental impact statement being done. You're not gonna have that 6-month turnaround time, and you're still gonna have a year of an environmental impact statement process that the town of Riverhead doesn't control. It's different when if it was Reckler or if it was John Niven and Riverhead Resorts, they would write the impact statement using consultants that we would, trust and approve of, but they're writing it. Now we're writing it. There's a much better chance that when we're writing it, that it's going to be written in a way that the environmental community, the DEC, and everybody is going to agree with and get it done quickly. And then from there, you're in a very good situation, because it's just like buying a house lot. Here's the house lot, go to contract and close, not subject to some long approval process.
So, but there's no concern that if the subdivision didn't work out, that you would somehow could lose the Polo?
Could lose it, yes.
Because what kind of time frame are we talking about, within reason? 6 months?
My hope, and I don't know whether this is going to be wise or not, but my hope is that we would not completely wait till the end of the environmental impact statement to do an RFP. And I think what I would try to do is a bid, rather, for the certain lots that we think are going to be constructed. I know we have to talk to the environmental consultant to see whether we know that the lots are going to be actually configured the way, if we, you don't want to go to a bid if you don't know the lots are going to be configured in that exact way. So when there's a point where we say, yep, that's the way the lots are going to be configured, the minute we hit that point, I think we'll go to the town, and the town will go out to a sealed bid to see what we can accomplish.
I don't think, once the lots are configured, I don't think they will have enough land for the polo. They wanted 700 acres.
There won't be 700.
And we're not gonna do 700, we're only gonna do 650
600,
acres.
yeah. And
So-
that doesn't matter, John. Any proposal,
Right. And
there's
it-
no
it-
proposal that gets us a higher amount of land. None.
Yeah, the last proposal for Polo was 462 acres, so it's not, and anything that comes in this town is subject to
I would like to.
what fits, what's good.
I would like to do what the FAA did and send out a request for information and publish it in the advertising in the papers now to just see who out there is looking for property and what they're looking for so that we can determine what the demand is before we start getting into the EIS and assessing what type of uses would be conducive to the site. I know that when you talk about the 40 million versus 40 million, I know somebody within the park that just bought a 10-acre parcel that had 20,000 square feet of buildings on it, and they're paying 3.2 million for it. So the price for the industrial may outweigh the polo. So until we send out an RFI and see what the demand is, we're really not going to know who wants what and what they're willing to pay.
That's why we're studying a broad spectrum
You're gonna see a little bit of everything
of
up
what
there.
we're gonna make this very palatable to
Mixed
the
use.
public.
Yeah.
So, or to the business community.
No, it all makes sense. I was just, just curious.
I mean, you can't compare apples with oranges. The people that do our subdivision have to put the infrastructure in. They have to put the roads in, they gotta put sewage in,
Polo will do the same.
and,
Polo's the same.
yes, but I mean, you can't compare 3.2 million for 10 acres, what already has the infrastructure in it, then someone that has to come in and put roads in it, sewers in it, water, and all the rest, lights, and all the rest of that stuff. That's gonna decrease the value of the property that you're trying to sell. I was up at MacArthur Airport, and all around MacArthur Airport is industrial. And guess what? 3/4 of the buildings up there are empty. So people, the way I feel, people are not gonna come out to Riverhead until they fill up those buildings up in, up west.
Well, I think that was my point, that you guys in the back of your mind,
Right.
like, you look around Riverhead, that lot's worth 300, that house is worth 500. I'm assuming that you've sat down with people in the real estate, rental, lease, sale business for these kind of lots, and you have some idea in the back of your heads.
That's what the reuse plan update in 2011 was. Can't think of the name of the company that did it, but that's what
VHB.
that, it wasn't VHB, it was the other company.
RH.
It was the update of that.
RKH.
Yeah, RKG. That's what we did that. We did that, and we have a range of what may work, what won't work, what price ranges, price points, things like that.
I think you're gonna see a little bit of everything up there when all is said and done.
How'd we
And
do
it's
with
gonna be a 20-year build-out. It's not gonna be, I would be stunned. Stranger things have happened. A Regular Equities could come in and say, you know what, I'm buying the entire map because I know that this can be built and it's gonna look like this, and I'm gonna sit on it if the price is right. But my thought is you're gonna get one facility here, another facility here, the infrastructure will be put in and it'll start to build, the road will start to get built, this infrastructure will start to get built. And that's what I think will happen, but,
We're not gonna turn a blind eye to anything that may benefit the taxpayer.
Did we get any feedback from the FAA or preliminary? Did they look at the site, the acreage? And
They're coming.
working on it, Jody's working on it.
Yeah, we're gonna have a,
how's Hockbruckner doing? Not for nothing, I can't stand that you guys did it, but I understand why you did
He's
it.
working on it.
Is there any positive results? Because, a former congressman that we have to hire as a lobbyist because the politicians in New York and the federal government can't get out of their own way, and we got to hire one of their own.
No comment,
Yeah,
Steve.
I know.
All right, you're getting up to your 5
All right,
minutes.
so last and least, as a libertarian, I hate the idea when the government gets involved with stop signs and lights, but I understand there'd be chaos without it. And as much as it pains me to say that, left on Elton, because people are unruly, they do speed, they have no courtesy, it's probably not a bad idea. I travel that road, I never make a left there, I'll go out of my
I
way
agree
not
with
to.
you.
You know, it's. I don't know if the police they have any reports
I
of how
brought it
many
up 4 years
accidents.
ago. It's finally
Yeah,
made.
it's a crazy intersection coming off of that
You
Pulaski.
make a right and then have an arrow for the Pulaski.
Thank you.
All right, does anybody else wish to be heard? All right, can I get a motion to adjourn?
Close the town board meeting?
All in favor?
Aye.
Bad headache all of a sudden.